a person stumbled upon a kitten who was inside a luxurious hotel. When they made an attempt to approach the kitten, however, he tried to scratch the person when they got too close to him. It was clear the kitten must have been through the lot. But the person didn't give up. In an effort to earn the kitten's trust, they slowly offered him some food. It worked, but only just enough for the kitten to accept the offering and retreat into his own world of fear and isolation. As the person took a closer look at the kitten, they noticed something unusual. The kitten's right eye was obviously damaged, and it looked as though it was in serious need of eye drops. Even more concerning was the fact that the kitten's other eye appeared to be blind. Because of this, they felt sympathy for the poor kitten, and they knew that the kitten needed urgent care. Not too long after, they saw another kitten with him, a female one. In the middle of their uncertainties, the two kittens appeared to be accompanying together for some time. The person wished that they could take them to a clinic. Unfortunately, due to the unique circumstance, all they could do at the time was make sure the kittens were generally secure and had enough food. The next encounter with the kittens occurred in August. When the person visited them again, they noticed that someone else had intervened and helped clean the male kitten's infected eye. It was a small relief to know that others had noticed these kittens and cared enough to try to help. The relationship between the kittens and the person had grown stronger over time. The pair, once defensive toward those who tried to touch him, now felt more at ease when a familiar face showed up. The person continued to keep an eye on both of them since this was not the end of the ordeal. Their health problems remained, and because of this they made a decision to visit these two regularly to make sure they were fine. When they consulted with a veterinarian, they told the person that the male kitten's eyesight was not in good condition. Given their conditions, the person hoped that someone would be able to adopt them as they deserved to be in a caring environment. Despite his rough start, the male kitten had demonstrated a strong bond with humans, showing that even the most protective animals might regain their ability to trust the people around him. For now, the journey to finding them a permanent home continues. But with each visit, they grow a little closer to the person who first offered them a second chance.
Let's have mommy. Hina, mommy. Yeah. That's a drone.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, consider giving us a like, tell us what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.